Welcome, everyone. I was just talking again to myself on mute. I'm Reverend Jorge. Welcome back to Monday. Today's Monday practice with Reverend Jorge. And I'm Reverend Jorge. This space is created and supported by Creative Living Fellowship here in Phoenix, Arizona. And the idea of this space is just to explore different spiritual practice so that we can reconnect with the essence and the presence that we are all, that is our truly nature, and at the same time to expand our spiritual practices. Why? Because when we say spiritual practices, our minds immediately goes into meditation, prayer, maybe yoga, and mantras. So, but there are other practice, very simple ones, who allow us to go quickly into that reconnection, so that we can continue our life when we feel that we are kind of in out of alignment, or we are very bothered by the situations in life, so that we can come back to reconnect. At the same time, this space it looks to to be in alignment with the topic of Creator Learning Fellowship and Sunday's themes, and so that we explore things that are related with the message of Reverend Sherry on Sundays, so that it supports our walking through the week as well, through the inspirational message, but at the same time through spiritual practices and spiritual practice that align us with that message. So that's the theme of the that's the idea of this space. At the same time, let's do that. So the theme of this month, the May, is the prayer of power. So we are exploring the 5 steps of the spiritual mind treatment that in religious science is teach and is taught and is used as an instrument to back to God and to reconnect with God, and to also recognize God's presence in everything that happens in our lives. So, spiritual mind treatment, if you want to explore it and go deep into what is in this prayer power, I invite you go to visit our web our YouTube, so you review the last Sunday message, which is the 5 steps, and so you will learn more and more in deep a little on this spiritual treatment practice. So the first step is actually the recognition of God, and that's the theme of the month. The Sunday was why I talk so much about God, and I love this title. I love the message because it's reality. It's the first step. I guess another minister, Rachel, said we always enter through God, putting God first, and that is something special, something wonderful, and something beautiful. So this is what we're going to do this today, Monday. So this month, a difference of other months, we probably going to have different practice every Monday, because every step is different. So we going to explore the connection. The only difference, the only difference with the message is that you're going to have the message, the information, and you know how to put in practice and spiritual mind treatment. Here we're going to experience through the feelings, the spiritual practice of feelings, the feeling ourselves, the feeling the connection. Sometimes actually when we do spiritual mind treatments, we just do it in a mechanical way. Then we want to bring the power of the word, the power of the vibration, which is actually bringing it through the feelings, through the heart. So we're going to do that in exploring this during five Sundays, 5 Mondays, the 5 steps on treatment. I see I have some people already in the chat. I'm going to say hello to them. But before that, I just remind you that this is a space support by Creative Fellowship. It's so if you feel very inspired and very loving for all the activities we do online here at CLF and Creative Living Fellowship, I really invite you to donate through using our PayPal button. It didn't went. And as well, if you can use also or text message, so use your cell phone and text the donation. You will have a process to do if you do it for first time, but it's a great way to support us and to support all this space and everyone who participate here. So I'm very, very grateful you are here, and very, very grateful that you're supporting us. And if you are watching this live right now, thank you, thank you. Leave a message in the chat. I will show you on the screen. And if you are streaming later, thank you. Leave a comment down in the bottom, and I read you. And I love to share, and I love to share the love that we feel around here. So talking about chat, I see the Reverend Sherry is just say hello and with emojis, with love, and sending love to everyone. And I think that's so far so good. That's all the people participating in the chat right now. So as I say, we are exploring the power of the prayer of power, which is a spiritual mind treatment, who is made by 5 steps. Very wonderful, very powerful steps. So we're going to explore every Sunday, every step, and at the same time, we're going to do the same thing through our feelings. So the first step is actually God. Why we talk about much about God? Why it's always entered with God? Because we recognize God, we understand God. Religious science is part of the what I call the non-dualistic system of philosophy, which means is that there is no God and us, God and separated. There is not a creator and creation as different entities. It's all one, is one together. So when we recognize God, we are recognizing ourselves. So that's why in the first step of treatment, that is the recognition of God, the qualities of God, what is God for us, what it means God for us. But as I say, sometimes we do it very mechanical, and we transform sometimes this into what I call myself the shopping list of God. So God is love, God is power, God is such and such a things as qualities that I want to, but we forget the feelings. So this meeting, we're going to explore the feelings of God, the how we feel and reconnect with that essence, with that presence that is living, is expressing in ourselves all the time. So yes, we know that God is love. Yes, we know that God is freedom. Yes, we know that God is perfection. Yes, we know that God is life. But how we feel it, how we enjoy it, how we can reconnect with that since the first step is in our prayers, how we going to do that, how we can connect that. And the answer it came to me this because it was that through our hearts. So we're going to listen our heartbeats, our hearts. It's what we're going to reconnect with. So we're going to do a silent meditation, and we're going to guide you in a few parts, but it's going to be mostly silent because I want you to just reconnect with your heart. So we're going to play some music that actually trying to mimic the heartbeat, and so you just put your hand in front of your heart, close your eyes, and start to feel in your heartbeat, feeling not just the sound of your heartbeat, but the vibration that you feel from into your heartbeat and from your chest and your hand, because that is God. God is that's the way we live in the presence. That's what we also feel the joy that we feel with God. So if you feel ready to do this, oh, I see another friend is showing up. Is Krista? Look, good evening. She's like, hi, Krista. Hello, and Jerry. Welcome everyone to be here. And if you can hear my dogs, it's dinner time, so they are kind of in their ways about that. So sorry for that, and enjoy just the time to feel God is included through my dogs and my dog's bark. So before I play the music, before we set up, just find yourself very comfortable. Look at your situation, look at your body. Has a distinction and the stress of your body. So look that there is no stress in your shoulders and your face. I totally relax. Your chest, your abdominal area. There is no icky situation. See, just accommodate yourself if you need it. Be gentle with ourselves. Take a deep breath. Another deep breath. And with every breath we take, we let go all the thoughts that we brought over here. What happened during the day that will be happening after this meeting. Take a deep breath. And relax and release and let go. Release and let go. And now I invite you to put your hands in your chest. And feel the heartbeat. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your heart. You are feeling the vibration of God's life, the symphony of life. Everything in this universe vibrates, and vibrates by the energy, by the life, the presence that God is. If we're going into our cells, we can see them vibrating. And if we go deep, we see our atoms vibrating as well. All within, everything in the universe is vibration. And that vibration is the music, is the voice of God. So our heartbeat is an invitation to always recognizing God. Recognizing God. We know that God is love. And that's the vibration of love. We know that God is joy. This is the vibration of joy. We are feeling the heartbeat. Feel it, how it feels from your heart, in your skin, around your chest, the vibration about in your hands. This is the most simple way to recognize God. Feeling God. Feeling the love of God. Feeling the joy of God. God is love, God is joy, God is perfection, God is life, God is presence. It's that presence, that life that makes our hearts vibrate, move around. Feel the vibration, how much goes around all your body. If we're resting in this vibration, in resting in our heartbeats for a moment, we can start feeling the joy, the love, the life that is coming from us, that is us. Everything that we can think about God, it is us. And it not just refers about our bodies, but about our essence, about our real, true nature. We are made by God, we are God in expression. So when we are recognizing God, just go into the silence and listen your heartbeat. That is God present. That is God life. That is God sounds. That is God vibration. It's all you. It's all me. It's all of us. Finally, if we want to recognize God, just listening. Listening yourself. Listening in the most deeply and private place that is your heart. That's the beginning. Just remember, when we were in our womb of our mothers, before our brains, our eyes, our arms, greeted at the whole body, always was the heart beating, bringing life. It's God's expression. before our identities, before our bodies, before the universe. Always is the heart there. So we don't need to look for God outside. God is within us, in every one of us. At the level of our hearts, as an organ, as a space, as a center of our beings, but as well as a symbol of what that vibration of God is. Vibrating, holding, supporting us in joy, in love, in peace, in freedom, because that's God is, and more, much more. Feel how warm is your body right now. How expansive is the feeling. It's actually beyond of your body. That's this recognition of God. That's why we talk much about God, because we are listening. From the moment we were bringing to this physical experience, to the moment we live it, with our breath and with our hearts, we always are singing the Son of God, the recognition of God, as the son and daughters of God, in completely acknowledge of that, awareness of that. God's presence, God's life. Just closer. Now take a deep breath. And smile. And smile to yourself. And smile to that center that we call heart. That presence. Smile to that presence that is always alive. Take a deep breath. Fill yourself with gratitude. Because we have a sacred and holy instant, a holy moment. Take a deep breath. And rest in the silence. And rest in the joy. And rest in this awareness. And rest in the recognition of God. And the feeling that God is all around us, in us, through us. Take a deep breath. Now let's take a deep, deep, deep breath and release. Put your hands close to your chest and bow. And say thank you. And I say thank you to all of you to share this moment with me. Hopefully, you know that right now and during the whole week that you can talk about God a lot just by putting your hand in your chest and looking and recognizing God vibrating with you, reconnecting with that symphony, with that song, with that life that is in us, that is me, that is you. There is no God outside, there is no creator and creation. It's all one. And I invite you to continue coming to Sunday as well, so we can continue exploring another this beautiful practice called spiritual mind treatment, the second step. And I will see you next Monday to go deep in that second step that's called unity. Just a heads up of that if you don't know what a spiritual mind treatment is. So come up here and we're going to explore the next step together. I have another message here from Reverend Cherry. So I guess Henry and Isabella, my dogs, were very loud. I apologize for that, but it happens. Thank you. It's Isabella is God as well, indeed. And Reverend Cherry said, "Thank you, Reverend Jorge. Thank you, Reverend Cherry. And hopefully, all of us we can see you on next Sunday and exploring this wonderful month of the power, the prayer of power. Thank you, all of you, and I see you next Monday. Bye."